everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Chris. You've reached Chris Loves Lux, and today is episode 9 of season 2 of McGrath Mondays, and I am filming this very late on Monday. It will go up as long as YouTube doesn't try to play me. We're uploading the video, will still go up on Monday, but it's very late in the day, so I apologize for that because I know a lot of you look forward to it. But anyway, today we are going to hit up a 6-pan because it is Monday. It is a holiday. I am not doing anything grandiose, so we're going to go into how I created this look using the Platinum Bronze palette. I have not shown this palette any love in some time. Actually, I didn't use this all of 2020. I did use it in 2019, but I didn't pick this palette up all of 2020. So I just picked this up and said, let me show this palette some love, and in case you guys have it and haven't shown it any love, pick it up. Show it some love. You know, sometimes we get caught up in the newest stuff or even just the motherships that we don't give our 6-pans enough attention. So if you haven't done so already, pick it up. Follow me through this tutorial. If you're new here, welcome. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you like what you see. Don't forget to hit that notification bell and follow me at ChrisLuvsLux on Instagram. With all that said, let's get into it, and I'm going to see you at the end. So we're going to do this get ready with me style today because I am so behind that it is Monday afternoon and I'm just filming this video. So I will still make sure it's up on Monday to keep the Monday theme going. But this has been a trying time. So I'm trying to keep a schedule somehow. My daughter's turning 16 tomorrow, so I have to take her to the mall. That is her happy place, much like her mother. She has to go to the mall to do some shopping and preparing for going out to eat next Saturday. We're not really going to celebrate anything outside of the house tomorrow because it's Tuesday. She still has to go to school. She's still an athlete, so she still has practice during the week and stuff like that. So anyway, so I'm gonna throw this on. We have not talked about this ever, or if we did, it was once. I used to use this a lot more back in the day. This used to be one of my travel companions because they were colors that were settled enough for me to wear on vacation, like Captain's Night, stuff like that, when I was on a cruise. So we're gonna use this Platinum Bronze. I think this is one, right? Yeah, Platinum Bronze, and go in. I already did my eyebrows and I prepped my lids. We're gonna go in, and we're going to go in with, this is when you know that I have not even thought about it ahead of time, right? I am going to actually attempt, looking at my outfit, like what can I wear? We're gonna go in with Deep Velvet, this dark brown / purple. I think it goes on brown. I am going to do both lids the same exact way. I'm not going to go crazy with the eyes today, but those of us that have this palette, so I do believe it is not available anymore, or is it? Let me know down in the comments, because I know nobody's really checking for these palettes anymore. These little older 6-pan ones, people are not really checking for like that. But in the color story, some people are like, yeah, it's not for me. Or, you know, for $65, they would prefer a different color story. Me, I don't mind the color story at all. It's really easy to put a look together. But when you have a lot of palettes, I don't really reach for it as much. Back when outside was open and I did a lot of traveling, then this would be one that I did take with me, to be quite honest. I take a lot of the smaller palettes from different, oh, I messed that one up, from different brands that are trusted brands that I know they're going to perform consistently for me. right? That's what I would take with me. And we all know Mother Pat is one of those brands that is consistent, right? So I'm not gonna deepen that up yet. I just wanted to kind of lay it down as a base. So my daughter wants to go to the mall. I was trying to stay away from the mall for the rest of the weekend, but guess that's not happening. This is my Refer 02 brush. I love these brushes. I think he's still having a 30% off sale. So if you haven't done so already, I do highly encourage you. This is a great lid brush. 02, great. I am going to go in with Ritualistic, which is this purplish shade right here, and pat that on to my lid. Yeah, so Maya is my daughter, my beautiful, beautiful daughter. She is turning, y'all know, I don't know why I even tried to use this. Y'all know how I am. I need to use my finger. She is turning 16. I cannot believe the 16 years has come so quickly. I really can't. Those of you that are parents, or even not parents, those of you that just have watched a child grow up can kind of, you can relate, right? That the time goes by so fast. They go from diapers to proms in 0 to 60 seconds, right? Well, no proms this year, but you know, she's a sophomore, so you know, by next year she'll be able, hopefully we'll be back to some type of normalcy where she'll be able to have a prom for her junior and senior year. But you know, you look, oops, I picked up too much. You look at them grow, and then they go from your first birthday, the 5th birthday, and as you go on, and she's had a birthday party every year until last year, right? Because last year she wasn't able to have any type of birthday celebration because her birthday is in February. And if you remember, we were starting to see signs that something was wrong. People were starting to get sick. We weren't in lockdown yet, but people were starting to get sick. And normally this weekend, this birthday weekend, she would be playing volleyball out of state. Every 3-day weekend we were normally traveling, and she would normally be playing in Washington at Capitol Hill Convention Center all weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Monday. And then I would be driving for hours back home, hopefully with a medal, but most of the time not for this particular one. And she did, it would be like the 3rd place, the bronze level. But anyway, we would be driving back to Jersey. But things are just different. Things are different, and this year it just didn't happen. They didn't even go because and I get it, they didn't want to risk the players getting ill. You know, she's still playing ball, but it's just different. It's just very different. All right, I'm going back in with a different brush to go back in and pack that on my outer corner with the deep velvet shade. So anyway, so this is the first President's Day weekend we have been home for the last 6 years. She's been playing volleyball for 6 years. So at this level, she's been playing it, travel volleyball, for quite some time. And we're home. So normally she spends her birthday on the road, but I always plan a party after the fact. You know, during one of the weekends she wouldn't, that's nice, that she wouldn't be traveling or wouldn't have a day tournament. We would plan something. And this is the first year. Last year was the first year that we didn't. It was just, I think she had a sleepover last year, you know, but nothing bigger than that because people were getting ill. and I didn't want to take the chance. I didn't know what was going on, so we didn't do a party. And it was different, because she was kind of like, oh, this is different, but it was a precursor to what was to follow. So her season last year ended up canceling, which is rough for somebody that is used to playing and everything. The whole thing was just rough, I think, for everybody. You know, seeing some of her friends that were juniors and or seniors have a hard time, you know, dealing with the fact that a lot of the activities, especially for the seniors, were canceled because of the pandemic. So that was crazy. I like this. See, this is why I like, there's nothing wrong with this color story, y'all. You know, some people like, I don't really reach for it. And I get you might not reach for it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going in with this taupe shade right here, which is what, telepathic taupe. And I just want to put a little in here, in that inner part. But yeah, so it was rough for the whole team. You know, she was at a new club as well, so it was different. And she's at a new club again this year because I didn't like the other one. The other club was different. I'll just put it like that. Okay, that opened up that inner eye a little bit. Not very inclusive, I'll put it like that, and she felt it, so we left and went to a different club. And let me just tell you something about volleyball, y'all, in case y'all didn't know. It ain't cheap. Volleyball, when you play private club, the club fees alone, and depending on the level of team you're on, and she tends to play at the national level, right? So $5,000 in club fees. I'll say $4. Let's say $4,200 in club fees, and that a lot of times is before your uniforms, the bags, this, the that, and before all the travel fees. And normally you're going to at least 4 multi-day tournaments and then about 7 or 8 day tournaments. And the day tournaments, they consider anywhere where you can drive up to 2 hours one way, right? So it ain't no joke. And it's rough on the parents, y'all. Let me tell you, it is straight up rough on, and I know it was rough on me, you know. So actually last year was kind of a break, but now I'm sitting here like, okay, I want my child to be able to play, and I want her, honestly, you know, she's highly committed to playing at the collegiate level. I'm looking for, oh, it's right here. Just gonna put some primer on, do my face. She is highly committed to playing at a collegiate level. That is like one of her major goals. And she wants to play at Big Ten. I've asked her, you know, if a Big Ten is, you know, a D1 schools, and, you know, she's into all of that. Me personally, I just want her to focus on her academics, which she is an honor student. Like, she's all around good kid, you know, but she's into it. She wants to go to certain schools. You know, she wants certain schools looking at her and stuff. And it's hard and tough for that to happen when you're not really playing a lot because of the pandemic. I'm gonna color correct just a little bit. And this is not Pat, this is Clé de Peau. Y'all know how I use Clé de Peau to color correct some of this going on around my mouth. Okay, so she along with a lot of other athletes are dealing with how do you get virtually recruited during this time. And me personally, I'm not focused on that part, because I'm like, how about you just recruit to your homework? You know, and she's like, I already got that down. I'm trying to get noticed, and having clips and films and posting, you know, you playing is critical to recruitment process. And if you're not playing because of the pandemic, you don't have any footage to upload. So that is the issue that we are struggling with right now. But she's a little more worried about it than I am, honestly, at this point. And I get it. She's highly competitive as well. And this is all different for her. You know, the kids have it very rough, especially when you're the only child like she is, at least on my side of the family. You know, so let me know down in the comments, anybody have any children they know of, whether it's your own or not, struggling with the same thing about you're an athlete, trying to understand how to be an athlete during these different times. I don't need that much today. I pumped too much out. Look at all of that. How are they handling the ins and outs? Like, my daughter plays in a mask, right? She practices 3 times a week for 2 hours each time, and then she's in a mask the whole time. And then in addition to that, when she's playing in tournaments or games or scrimmages or whatever, they're always masked up. They never take it off. How are they handling that piece? Because I listen, I'm at the mall, I'm about to die in my mask. I'm like, yo, this mask. And now the doubling up of it, I almost passed the hell out the other day with a double mask on. You know, but I figured I'm just older, you know. But that's what we dealing with, you know. Sweet 16 plans. And I just put M21 on, but now I'm putting M18 in there. A little lighter in this front portion right there. I'm also going to put the M18 right here. And since I have my hair pulled back, I got to show a little love to my forehead. But yeah, this is what you know, is on the mind of a lot of kids, is how do you be a kid during this time, you know? And when you've been, I put too much on. When you've been playing for that long and you're used to playing that often, and then you have all this time, I know psychologically it's a lot to handle. You know, she misses being on the court. She misses all of that when she's not playing. So, you know, it's just a lot for young kids, you know, to handle, because even adults are not handling it. Or, you know, it took a minute for us to get acclimated to this new thing, you know, this new way of life for us right now. And she like, I need to be playing. I don't need to be home. Being home is just gonna make me gain weight, because, you know, you just eating because you're not playing. She's not being physically fit, and she a junk food junkie like her mom. And I'm using the medium under eye powder for under my eye. But yeah, so she is just sitting there and like, yo, I've had enough. I'm ready to play. I'm ready for some footage. In her high school, she does play on high school team. So their whole season, it's supposed to be a fall sport for high school. It got moved to spring. So now it starts next month. So where normally high school part would be done in time for for her club season to begin, because club season begins in December. So now she's like, okay, so now club season is beginning, is already in swing, and now I gotta worry about having practice every day after school, maintaining her school. I'm gonna use my Gucci bronzer in the color 04. But yeah, it's a lot. You know, we don't think about, sometimes I think we think about it, but we don't realize how much, until you start talking to them, how much they're concerned from a kid's perspective about when a thing's gonna be back to some kind of normal, so they can continue the life as they knew it, you know. So it's a lot, y'all. Just to make that a little deeper. Even though I'm gonna have a mask on, I don't care, or 2 masks on. We're gonna make that a little deeper today. But yeah, she is so over it. Especially since her birthday, she's like, okay, enough is enough. She was like, I have had enough. I'm like, okay, that don't mean it stops just because you had enough. But we gotta be safe. Just putting some bronzer on this nose area. She asked me to do her makeup and stuff. Now, generally, she would try to do it on her own. I guess she said, nah, this not for this day. This day, I need mom to hook me up. And I told her, well, you need to go get your eyebrows done. So that's another thing we're going to, I think I came out too much. Another thing we're going to do today, just to make sure that, I'm just fixing this because I think I came out a little too much. So that's it, y'all. That's what we doing. My baby is gonna be 16. She a little firecracker too. She just like her mama. And she tiny too. People say, oh, she play volleyball. They think she's 6 feet. No, she's 5'3". She plays libero and defense specialist. So she is she just plays the back row where a lot of shorter players play. And she just happens to be very good at it, which is always good. The excess powder I didn't dip. I'm just doing this. Okay. Now, as far as blush is concerned, before I put the blush on, we're gonna use this new highlighter, which is quickly becoming my fave. And I use the Refer 19 brush for highlight, y'all. This is like, and I can go in and in and in because I have nothing on right now. This is such a nice. Now this one is so much better than the other one, y'all. I don't need too much today. All I'm doing is going to the mall. But yeah, so just put a little on this here forehead. So that's what. Wait a minute. What blush do I want to use today? I am going. Nope. Not using the Chanel today. You know what I'm gonna use today? Use my Dior. Yeah, we're going in with this one today. This is my blush of choice. Let's get me this is my Refer 04 brush. I know it looks dirty, y'all, but it is. I do wipe it off on the microcloth. Now I have the under eye blurring powder, but I have it in deep, and I actually like using this to set all over. Oh, that picked up a lot. I'm using my Sonia G Face Pro. That's all I need. Now for lip. I am going, nope, I don't want that one. Nope, I don't want that one. For the lip, here we go. I'm gonna go in with Brown Nouveau. This needs a little sharpening. I'm actually filling in my lips, y'all. Oh, wrong one. Okay. This is Christy. Y'all know I always know where Christy is. So this is Brown Nouveau liner, and I just put a little Christy right there in the middle. Okay. And once I do that, I go in with Flesh Fantasy. We're going to use that one. I didn't want to go dark today. If you wanted to go dark, you could. You could go a lot darker. You can get a brown or whatever. Me personally, I didn't want to do that. I do want to just color it in just a little more. Let me finish my eyes off camera and I'll be back. Everybody, this is the final look. I actually had to take a phone call, so it's been at least 45 minutes to an hour. But I am back. Here is the final look. Let me know down in the comments what you're thinking. I have to run now because I've had the child waiting, and you know how they are when they want to go somewhere. Let me know what you think. Do you guys have the Platinum Bronze palette? Have you neglected it the way I have? Because when you have so much, you just tend to go to the newest. I tend to go to motherships more than I do the 6 pans. Or even, I haven't even really used my single shadows from her as much either. But let me know down in the comments what your thoughts are. Also, don't forget, if you have tips for how to manage the teenage athlete life during the pandemic, what have any of the teenagers that you may know that play sports, how are they managing this life during the pandemic? Let me know down in the comments. With all that said, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. I would love to have you be a part of the ChrisLuvsLux family. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you're notified whenever I upload. But the most important thing I need for everyone to do is to stay safe, stay healthy, and stay tuned. I'm going to see you in the next video. Bye, guys.